Hey guys! Welcome to the latest episode of SV. The mysterious figure to whom Arvin was sending information long ago, has been alerted to his presence in the Paldea League headquarters. She was panicking, not that the boy's presence would faze her, but she was well aware that if the League committee got some words out of his mouth, then there would be no choice left but to further the plan that she worked on for such a long time. She was well aware that the boy and his friends were the biggest hazard to her master plan. And his plan too. Katie guided Ash, Megha and Arvin to the meeting room. They were surprised to find Geeta, Clavel and Grusha in there. But it was given because they are the league champion, academy director and gym leader respectively. There were some unfamiliar faces though which Ash couldn't recognize. A woman with green hair, named Rika, greeted Ash as she introduced herself as a member of the Paldea Elite Four. Her fellow Elite Four member Larry was there too alongside Tulip, who is a gym leader, though they seemed very uninterested in the whole fiasco. Megha was starry-eyed looking at all of Paldea's strongest Pokémon trainers assembled in the same room with her. Arvin was just getting more distressed though. Clavel addressed them all as he started the meeting. The meeting started easy enough with them all going through all their progress and hints they gathered about the Paradox Pokémon. Arvin gave them the book which had information about the Paradox Pokémon. Ash was enthusiastic at first when he told them about the Iron Valiant they encountered and the Scream Tail and how they befriended Koraidon. He quickly got bored when they started discussing more about the locations and such. They send the Ultra Ball containing Koraidon to Nurse Joy for healing while they talked. The mission-focused discussion made Arvin comfortable enough to join in and tell them his own assessments. Soon they were wrapping up the files they loaded with the available information about Paradox Pokémons as the room fell silent. The tension in the air started to become unignorable now as Arvin got anxious. Clavel was about to say something but Ash spoke first. Ash had wanted to ask about the weird dreams and visions he was having since he arrived in Paldea. There's no other perfect timing than in front of the smartest trainers in Paldea, so he said everything that was bugging him. Like the glaring fact that Pikachu, the only Pokémon that they've seen who's physically unable to terrestrialize despite having an amazing bond with his trainer, while his Quaxly and Pidgeot can, or the way Koraidon reacts towards his Terra Orb. He also tells them about the dreams he's getting supposedly of a Pokémon. Geeta's eyes widened at the mention of the large crystalline blue eyes mentioned by Ash. She was aware of a Pokémon who was spoken highly about in the ancient legends surrounding the Paldea region. Her friend who's a researcher has been researching for that Pokémon since a long time. Long as in the fact that her ancestor has been the first person to take a glimpse of that Pokémon which was never seen again. He wrote a book though, the very book which is in Arvin's possession right now, but the most important page containing the information about that Pokémon has been torn off. Arvin was shaking in disbelief. He had read that book thousands of times before. He read it since childhood when his parents introduced him to it. He had also read that particular page, which no longer exists, except he has a copy of it, which he drew himself from his memories. Just as he pulled the paper out, they heard a large explosion as the ground shook from the shockwaves. Clavel got a call from Iono, who is also a gym leader, who informed them, as well as whole Paldea region through her popular stream, that the Paradox Pokémon has started wreaking havoc in the whole region. Everyone was surprised at this information just as an injured Nurse Joy stumbled in their room, letting them know that Koraidon has escaped. Ash and Neymar were shocked but immediately went after her to find Koraidon. Arven started panicking. Thankfully Grusha immediately took Arven towards Clavel and asked him to show the paper. Ita as the champion couldn't help but blame herself for letting this situation get this far as she announced a red alert across whole Paldea region. This was a disaster that has overtaken the beautiful region, and now the only way to bring back peace is to fight. Whether it's the curse of future raining upon them or the past coming back to haunt them, only the present can make it even. The Paradox Pokémon, no matter however strong they are, they got the power of terrestrialization to take them head-on. The thought made Ita stop in her tracks though, as she called her Terra researcher friend, Briar. She asked her, what if the source of terrestrialization and these Paradox Pokémon are the product of the very same entity, Terrabigos? So the 21st episode ends here, guys. The next episode is under production right now. I'll make sure to complete it as soon as possible. Follow my Twitter aka X account to get new updates. Be sure to like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so you won't miss my videos. See ya in the next video.